Based on a little bit of feedback that I've received, I thought I should make a quick little video to show how this phone multi-widget works and the things to be aware of when you first try and break it free after printing. Because it's print in place, a lot of joints, there are a few that can get stuck depending on your print settings. And so this video is just to give you a quick look at how I deal with it and how it's supposed to work. It should be very quick. So this is the phone multi-widget, and this is what it looks like when it comes off the build plate. You'll notice that the bottom back stand is actually printed out, and so the first thing I do is just fold that in and make sure it snaps into place and feels okay. Then break that free. Then after you've done that, is if you look on the build surface side, the bottom of the print, you'll see a tab there. There's one there and one there, and those are stopping this section from rotating towards you when you hold it in this orientation. So therefore, you know, you have to press it away. Press it away, it should break free fairly easily. And then on the front, there's a lip that folds up to hold the phone. So that should all fold out fairly straightforward, and your phone obviously sits in there. Once you've done that, move to the middle arms, and these can be a bit difficult depending on your print settings, but once you get them out, they break out, and then they should be good. You should be able to snap them back into place with a little click, and then select whether they want short arms or long arms for tilting your angle of your the phone that you're putting in it. I'm going to fold up the bottom just so we can focus on the top now. On the top section, there's a few things that can be a little tricky here. The first thing I would do is just flick out this middle arm here. It should come out fairly easily, and that actually will rotate all the way around 360 degrees once the rest of it's broken free. But break that free, and then once you've done that, there is a couple of things that can give you a little grief here. The first is these tabs, they print right onto the surface below. So if you're, depending on how you're doing for printing on top of another layer, you may need to slide something like a thin knife or a scale like this under there to just break those free, kind of get under and pry it, and they should pop off and then rotate freely. And then the second half of this is, like on the bottom, there's two tabs or two stops, one there and one there, and they show you that this can't rotate this way, so therefore you know it goes that way, rotates out. And this is where you can now see this arm can actually rotate right through, so you can tuck it away and flip out these arms. And the last thing that can be a bit tricky is the slide mechanism. The first time you do it, it can be really stuck. And if that's the case, what I would do is pry in right there at the base and just flick it up. And once you do that, you should break free any parts that were stuck from the print process. And then once it's out, you should be able to just hold it in parallel and move them back and forth to whichever position. There's three positions there: fully extended, a middle position, and back in. And this is the only purpose of this, other than a print and design exercise, was it gives you a little bit more reach if you want to put this over a door or something thicker that's there. So you can tuck that back away. And in case it isn't obvious, this one was originally designed to go on the top of a meal tray on the back side of an airplane seat. So if you open up your meal tray, stick this in, and then lock the meal tray back in place, this is now going to hang down from there. You can extend out a couple of the back legs to keep the angle where you want it, and then flip out the front to hold your phone. Flip out the front to hold your phone. So theoretically, it's going to sit like that, hanging off of the meal tray in front of you, and you can view your phone. And that's it. That's the multi-widget. I hope that helps you to get it going and understand how you can make use of it. Enjoy.